Okay, so here's an interesting question that I got from someone who had just read Nir Eyal's book, Indistractable. So I'll start with the quote from Nir, which is, keep in mind the only measure of success is not how many boxes did I tick off on my to-do list, but rather, did I do what I intended to do without getting distracted? And so the Sensama user was asking me, is there a way of making a game to help them with this? The first thing that's kind of interesting, I guess we should talk about, is Nir's insight here, which is a lot of to-do list apps will sort of push you to think of the number of tasks that you check off as the gamification. So they'll say like, hey, you had like a streak of checking off whatever, 5 tasks a day. And I think that that is actually the wrong way to think about it. If you're the kind of person who's able to figure out just the 1 to 3 tasks you need to do every day that actually move your work forward, you're never going to hit that streak, but you're probably getting more valuable work done than somebody who's checking off 15 things and figuring out how to add tiny little things like putting their shoes away into their to-do list. So, you don't want it to become sort of a game of just adding things that you can easily check off. So anyway, that's why I think what Nir proposes, which is, did I do what I meant to do without getting distracted, is a really powerful question. And for me, the thing that I use, and I'll actually show this to you, is I have Sensama's focus mode and focus mode timer here. So as I plan my day, I pick out my tasks and I say, okay, I think this is going to take me 45 minutes. And then I run this timer. And for me, I find it really motivating to stay on task and to do the thing I said I was going to do when the timer is running. There's like a part of me that feels like if I'm doing other things like checking my email or checking Twitter while this timer is running, that I'm kind of cheating or like messing with my stats. So for me, that's how I gamify this, is basically say like, okay, this is what I'm focused on. If I'm doing this, that's good. And it kind of makes me feel hesitant to do other things because I want to keep my stats as pure as possible. And the reason for that is not just like some sense of doing things right, but when I actually keep track of the time that I spend on things, I get a lot better at estimating how long my work will take me. So I know with pretty good, confidence that this task that I set out for 45 minutes is probably going to take me between 35 and 55 minutes because I do it each week. I time it each week and I know how long it's going to take me. And so that just kind of plays into being able to, I find that it's easier to stay committed to only doing this one thing because I'm getting this really good measurement of how long it's going to take me. So for me, this is all it really takes, is just seeing that I'm in focus mode and I have the timer running. And that's for me enough motivation to not go into other things. But I think it took me a while to get to that point. I think focus is one of those things that you have to train. At first, you can only do 5 minutes, then you can do 10, then you can do 15, and you can sort of work your way up to being able to say like, okay, for 45 minutes, I'm really not going to do anything else. So hopefully that helps. Give a timer type tool, whether it's in Sensama or something else, a try and see if that helps you.